We're going to finally be starting our first clay project today, and we are going to be creating a sculpture of a fish. I know that many of you who had art last year or the year before noticed how these turned out and are pretty excited to get started on yours. Here are a couple examples that I've made over the years. By all means, you should think about how you want to create yours to be individual and special and personal to you. There is no expectation that yours should look anything like mine. I'm just showing you these as just give you an idea in case you haven't had art to see what these look like. There's also a lot of really great examples on the school website under the 8th grade art tab. So if you want to see what other students have done in the past, you could visit there. But the first thing we're going to do is all going to be the same today because we have to give the fish a body. And the way that we're going to do the body is with 2 pieces of clay that you're going to roll into spheres. This clay is a little bit wet today, so the more you kind of roll it in your hands today, probably the better that's going to be. In any case, you want to end up with a really nice, smooth, even sphere, and you're going to need 2 of them. What you're going to be doing to create the body is making a hollow egg shape, and that's going to be the basis for everything we do the rest of the week with the clay project. So I've got 2 of them that are nicely formed into spheres, and what I'm going to do is create a pinch pot with each of these. Now, if you've had clay experience before, you probably learned how to make a pinch pot. It's really fun. It's easy. You use the shape of your hand to kind of create the cup part. So it's just like a little bitty cup or a little bowl. So I'm going to nestle that in my hand, and then I'm going to use my thumb and push down. And I'm trying to push down until I can almost feel that my thumb might be coming through the bottom, but I don't want it to come through the bottom. But I can kind of sense that pressure in there. And I'm going to take my thumb and push against my hand to kind of make a little opening in the sphere. So I'm looking at that and thinking, okay, it's almost big enough that I could fit 2 thumbs in there and start to squeeze a little bit, but maybe not quite. What you're going to do is continue to hold it in your palm, and then you can use your finger to kind of press next to your palm while you're turning the ball of clay. And what's happening is that the opening keeps getting wider and wider. So even though this is called a pinch pot, you really don't pinch anything. You just kind of press. And if you are careful and you use the palm of your hand as kind of a mold for that, you're going to get something that really closely resembles a little bitty bowl. And what you can do then is kind of take your hands and your fingers and just kind of feel around and make sure that it's uniformly thick all the way around the edges, and then also here in the bottom. So our goal is to have a little bowl. You don't want this edge to be very thin. You want this edge to be kind of thick. So you can see I didn't pinch. You don't want to ever pinch on the edge or the lip of the bowl. So I've got one pretty well formed. And then what I'm going to do is just quickly do the other one so that I can show you how they're joined together. So I started by poking my thumb in and making it go almost to my palm. And then I'm going to kind of press my finger and my thumbs together and kind of spin it around. I can use more than one finger pushing against the palm to create the sides of the other one. And then I'm going to have 2 of them that are ready to join.